I wasn't planning on buying another plant. How many times have you said that this month? So here's the thing, you guys. I got this huge Monstera Deliciosa plant. It is struggling. I wasn't planning on buying a new Monstera. I have one back there in the corner. It's lovely. I bought it from a local grower and it's just in perfect condition. However, I found this one at Meijer, and I mean, to say that it was growing in poor conditions would be an understatement, because this guy, I mean, it is damaged, it has broken leaves, it is it's probably lacking nutrients. I mean, it's not in a very good shape. And the reason why I bought it was because my daughter wanted to have a bushy plant in her room, just like mine, just like my Monstera. So I was thinking that maybe I could propagate my Monstera, you know, take a couple of cuttings from it, put them in water. But I really do not want to mess with it right now. So I decided that I am going to divide this. I am going to probably take some cuttings. I still don't know, because I want to see how the roots are. I want to see how many divisions I can get from it. And honestly, I don't know. It is in really rough shape. So if you are new here, you know that I don't have much experience with houseplants. This is actually my first winter. Gathering some houseplants. So everything that I'm doing is just kind of learning from other people on YouTube that have been doing houseplants for many years. So this is just going to be a nice experiment, like much of my gardening. And yeah, if you're new here, my name is Roxana and I garden in Central Indiana in Zone 5. I am mostly a outdoor gardening, vegetables, shrubs, perennials, annuals, all of that goodness. But I am trying houseplants as well. So we'll see what we can do for you. I'm using a new camera, so this thing is a little tricky for me. Okay, so I got this huge plastic tub where I am going to be taking this plant apart, basically. I want nothing to do with the soil that it's in, because I am wondering if it has root rot. I don't know if you can tell, but these roots right here, I'm gonna bring you close here in a minute. These are all fried and brown. So I just have a feeling that the roots are going to be really messed up. I hope not, but we'll see. Okay. Wow. Look at that. Oh my world, look at all those roots. Isn't that crazy? Okay, took one chunk. I just gotta make sure that the leaves are not like fighting too much up here as I separate them. Okay. Okay, so this is one chunk. I'm going to leave all of these yellow leaves down. That. Right here it has a bunch of little baby leaves that wanna come through, I think, or new shoots. Baby one. It's a little guy. Little guy. Ah, boy. I separated a bunch of them already. They came out pretty easy apart after I did a little bit of moving the soil around. So now I have the chunks, these chunks, and you can tell some of the leaves, like this little guy, just, they're just, I mean, they're not gonna get better. The stuff that is going to get better are like the baby ones and the new leaves that will be coming. So what I'm going to do is that I am just going to be removing the leaves that are already like rough looking, and I am going to leave just a few, some of the better looking ones. Like this guy is probably okay. Like this one is fine. Do I leave you or do I leave you? I'm just gonna leave this guy here. Okay. I'm gonna take this guy here as well. Okay, so I just have these two guys, and when I plant them, I'm going to grab a few more of the divisions, the ones that are looking better, and the plant is just going to look better, and hopefully the new growth will be a lot healthier. So that's one. This guy right here, cutie. I am going to leave this guy. It has a new leaf here coming through, but the one that I'm going to take out is this guy. It's burned at the end, so maybe I'll just go right here. So I am not going to take this guy because this is the only leaf that the whole plant or division has, so I am not going to risk it. So hopefully this guy, I mean, I don't know, might be too late for it, but hopefully this guy is a lot healthier, and if not, the new roots will be, the new leaves will be. Oh boy, these are all rough looking. Okay, so for this guy, I'm just going to take this one out because this seems kind of new, and it might be better. It might get better. Actually, no. Whew, it's the big guy. I could divide this guy, and I might, because this one is 2. Ooh, there we go. Okay. So these guys, this guy You look good, you look good, you look good. This big guy is not looking quite hot, this big one. So that's the one that it's going to go. That way these three guys here, if you can see them, just make for one. Oh, gently. Then this guy right here, this one has a bunch of new leaves, baby leaves here at the bottom. This one is rough looking. You're gonna go. There we go. Right there. Isn't that gorgeous? Right there is going to make one beautiful plant. Okay, and then the last one here. Oh. This one is rough looking all around. I mean, this one is good, this one is okay, this one's bad, this one is not even. I think that for this one, like right here, these two leaves are they're just trash, they're just crushed. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the whole, see right here where the new leaf comes off, I think I'm just gonna take that whole thing off. I could try to root it, no, but it's gonna need a new leaf. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to remove this whole chunk. And then these are the ones that are going to stay. To give it a little bit of cleaning. Okay, so I am going to make a mix for my new containers. I'm going to use the same container that the Monstera came in. And also for the smaller divisions, I am going to use this terracotta container. It has a hole in it already. I watch a lot of YouTube videos about the best soil for Monsteras, and apparently they like chunky, somewhat thick, well-draining soil. So I am going to be making my own mix. This is just regular indoor potting mix. It's going to, I don't know, mix like half, I might use the whole bag. And just because you don't want to be working with completely dry mediums, it's going to be adding water. And also I got this orchid potting mix. This feels a little bit chunky. And it is, you can tell, thick, chunky mixture. So I'm going to use some of that as well. Don't ask me about the ratios, it's just kind of however you feel there, like maybe half and half or 40, 40 and 20. I am also going to use some perlite. And the potting mix that I got already has some perlite in it, but I just want to make sure that I have plenty there. And because I already had this on hand from using it on my outdoor gardening, I'm going to be using some earthworm castings. Maybe, I don't know, maybe about a cup or so. And because I know that they are not quite strong, I have this little piece of wood I don't know what I use this for. I use it outside for something, but it's quite long. So I am probably going to come and cut it right about half of the length. I don't know if you can tell. So I'm gonna be cutting here so that I can just give it some sort of guidance for the new plants. I'm going to place my wooden piece here, my support for the leaves, because I know they'll be weak. They'll just be so weak. And then carefully I am going to place I'm going to shake, make sure that it has enough soil. Then I also have this other piece that I show you with the one leaf coming through and the other one already there. I think this will be cute right here. Maybe like this. Okay. Feels better. Okay, so now that I have this here, I am going to attach it or secure it. And I am not going to keep it too tight, just enough so that it's standing up. So I am going to leave this here. This guy is going to come through. I don't know if you can see that little baby leaf coming through. Hopefully that makes it. It's the big guy. So again, I need some soil at the bottom. Oh, and for this guy, I have a stronger piece of bamboo. This is the one that I use for the little guy. And this is the one that I'm using for the other one. Yes, go right here, maybe in the middle. Okay, maybe in the middle. There we go. I am going to place these guys in all the way. And then as I put the soil in, I am going to be picking up the pieces. That makes sense. And I am adding this guy as well. I wanted to add this guy with the baby ones, but I just don't think it's gonna work. Okay, so this point was to stay like this. Will be perfect. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to be adding soil, and then gently I'm just going to be picking it up. I'm going to be adding both sides. There we go. Like it much better. Can't see. So as I do this, as I add the soil, the roots at the bottom just kind of stay low. They stretch. If that makes sense. I think that's perfect right there. Oh, this is perfect right here. I'm just filling as I go. Made a huge mess, but I am really happy with the condition of this plant as it looks. Look at that. Looks so much healthier just by removing some of the dead leaves. Oops, right there. Just by removing some of the dead leaves, it makes the whole plant look better, but I know that it has a long way before it can actually stay healthy. So I'm going to make a couple of connections here. I just made a loop around the bamboo, which is where it's going to be taking the strength from. And I think that I'm just going to keep these guys, not this baby, but the tall ones. And eventually I think that I'll get one of those like poles with the, what is it, the sphagnum moss, whatever it's called. Good. So that I'm going to get this guy here. And I'm going to get this big guy here. And again, they're like kind of free. They're not really super tight. Gorgeous. Let me show you. It has fresh soil, and I cut all the dead leaves or the really damaged leaves so that the plant can concentrate on making the ones that look better, even better. This huge plant is going to go in my daughter's room. She has a south-facing window, which sounds like it might be too much for this plant, but it doesn't actually get direct sunlight until 1 or 2 p.m. until the evening time. But I think that it's going to be okay. So I'm going to keep an eye on it because I want to make sure that it gets plenty of light, and I'll make sure that it gets water when it needs it. I am not going to water it right now because, like I mentioned, the roots felt somewhat moist, somewhat wet, even though there wasn't any moisture in them. But I added some water to the soil mix that I made. So that's plenty. I think that's a good amount of watering right now. So I'll probably take, I don't know, maybe a week or 2 before I water it again, depending how it does on that little corner where I'm going to put it. And the other guy, the little guy in the terracotta, I am going to keep in here. Hopefully I can nurture it to become like a huge plant. So that's it for this video. Like I mentioned, I am very new to houseplants, but I am thankful for the people that do share their knowledge on YouTube. And my goodness, I have been watching way too many videos on dividing Monstera plants and how to make them look better and whatnot. So I hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you for being here, and until the next time.